At the dawn of human history, beings walked the earth that no longer appear in our history books. Ancient texts speak of them. Yet modern history remains silent. The book of Genesis mentions a time when the sons of God came to the daughters of men. From this forbidden union, a new race was born. They were called the Nephilim. The Nephilim were described as giants. Beings of immense size, strength, and power, far beyond ordinary humans. Their name is often translated as the fallen or those who came down from the heavens. These beings are not mentioned in the Bible alone. The ancient book of Enoch gives more detailed descriptions. Assuming that 1 cubit equals approximately 46 centimeters, this would place their height at around 140 meters. However, scholars consider the phrase 300 cubits to be a translation error in the Ethiopic version of the text. The earlier Greek translation is regarded as closer to the original, stating, "The giants gave birth to the Nephilim, and from the Nephilim came the Eliaud, and they grew according to their greatness." According to these texts, the Nephilim dominated the early world. They built cities, ruled over humanity, and spread fear wherever they appeared. Human beings were powerless against them. The Book of Enoch, an apocryphal source from the 2nd century BC attributed to the great-grandfather of the biblical Noah, also mentions the Nephilim and claims that the name Mount Hermon comes from the Hebrew word Herem, meaning to be banished. According to the Book of Enoch, as violence and corruption filled the earth, the ancient texts describe a world beyond redemption. This is when divine judgment is said to have begun. The Great Flood. Not only as punishment for humanity, but as a way to erase the Nephilim from existence. Most sources claim the giants were destroyed by the flood, yet strange details remain. After the flood, the Bible once again mentions giants: Goliath, the Rephaim, the Anakim. Some believe that the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim remained on earth, becoming the entities we today call demons. Since the Nephilim are angel-human hybrids, their souls/spirits are different from those of humans, and so they were able to remain present in this world despite no longer possessing physical bodies, the theory goes. Were these simply legends, or evidence that some Nephilim survived? This might also explain why demons desire to possess human beings in order to gain control over their physical bodies. This assumption would also make some sense from the perspective of fallen angels, since they are half as numerous as holy angels, see Revelation 12 verse 4, and with this in mind, it would be understandable that they would seek to fill their ranks in this way. If these beings truly existed, why are they barely mentioned today? Why are ancient texts dismissed, ignored, or removed from official history? Perhaps the story of the Nephilim challenges everything we believe about human origins. Maybe they were not a myth, maybe they were erased from history.